Manchester United, of course, it seems that there is an interest there, perhaps a long-standing interest. Does it feel like for Harry Kane it could be now or never?
Maybe. I think what I would say is it fits Manchester United's historical transfer, going back to, say, Brian Robson, Roy Keane, trying to sign Alan Shearer, Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, sort of the best or most famous sort of English/British player in the Premier League. Manchester United trying to sign that player. It does fit with that. Obviously, what Manchester United did last summer with Harry Maguire as well, who was one of the best players available on the market. In terms of Harry Kane, I mean, Jamie broke off there, so he can come back in. But Jamie knows Harry Kane better than I do. But I did work with him with England, and I would think that for him to, he's a clever lad. He's not somebody who I think would get caught out if he didn't want to say something. So I think the little sort of opening of the door that he left in that Instagram piece with Jamie, I think was probably something that had something in it. What I also would say for me is that I don't think Harry Kane will have been that impressed with his club a couple of weeks ago with what they did. I think he's a good lad, Harry Kane. He's a solid lad. I think he will have taken that particularly well. And he was probably just poking them back. In my mind, I don't know. I've not spoken to him. But I think he'll have been sort of warning them and saying, just be careful because I'm watching you, because that's not something that we do.
Looks like he's motivated. I think he's going to score plenty of goals if he remains fit. And having a player like Weghorst, if they can get him in for 6 months, don't look beyond that. Even if he performs well, don't look beyond that. 6 months, if he can score 5 to 10 goals in this time. And he's been in good form for Besiktas as well. We saw him at the World Cup score 2 against Argentina. He fits that profile that Erik ten Hag is looking for at the moment, something that's missing from this squad. I think he should be very excited because it looks like this may happen.
Well, what do you think? Manchester United fans, get in touch. Hashtag transfer talk as ever. Right, Zach, just explain to those that don't know what type of a striker Weghorst is.
Yeah, no, I think when you first look at him, he looks like the old classic, big man up top, 6'6", and he is a presence. No matter what you say, he is a presence to defenders. I think Premier League defenders will be looking at him and thinking, OK, this is going to be a battle. But he's not just decent in the air, he's also very good with his feet. It allows Manchester United 2 different options. They do need to go long at any point, because obviously Anthony Martial, very good at getting in behind, also very good at playing the ball with his feet, but maybe physically isn't the same as Weghorst, that's for sure. He also works incredibly hard. We know how Erik ten Hag wants his players playing. They want to be working for the team, chasing down balls, pressing really high. I mean, last year in the game against Wolves at Burnley, he was the player that registered the most pressures in a single game, which is really, really impressive. And then this season as well for Besiktas, he's been fantastic, scored 9 goals in 18 appearances for the Istanbul side. He's also taken the most shots in the league, getting the most shots on target, had the most touches in the opposition box in the league, which are all great things that I'm sure Manchester United fans will be wanting to hear. And as you mentioned, this is perfect for 6 months. This is a great thing. You've got Martial there, you've got Weghorst in, 2 guys that you can manage the minutes. They're still obviously going far in certain competitions. I think it makes a lot of sense. It really does.